YouTube's part 12 already. I know. SSN, part 11. Got onto the SSN. Part 8, Mew Glitch. Just giving you guys a rundown of what has happened recently. I'm going to take care of the rest of the trainers on the SSN, which are plentiful. I'm going to get the remaining items, which I believe are about 7 items left to get on this ship. It's quite a few. Pretty valuable items. A couple of them hidden. Not a big deal. Obviously, we can't go overboard and go fishing. No deadliest catch today. I'm sorry. So we're just going to have to continue fighting these trainers. We'll check these guys. Still raising Big Bird up to level 32. Try to get it matched up with the War Turtle. Caught a Meowth and obviously traded my Sparrow for a Farfetch. Not going to use him. So I believe we haven't faced this guy. The party's over. The ship will be departing soon. Well, that's depressing. Mr. Black Cloud just standing over there. Look at that shadow off that ship. Kind of looking like Legos to me. Scrubbing decks is hard work. Doesn't look like you're scrubbing to me. It looks like you're standing there just like your other friend. Turning around at the same time as well. You got it all synchronized. Earth, I feel ill. I stepped out to get some air. Let me push you over. Here, let me just stand right here and... Alright, anyways, I cannot do that, unfortunately. And I did not face this guy? Ahoy there. Are you seasick? No. What makes you think that? Is it my blue-colored face? No. It's my black-colored face. It's my white-colored face. It's my monochromatic-colored face. And unfortunately, still, Gust is a non-flying type move. It's a normal type move, so Machop is going to be saved for the meantime. And, also, what I plan on doing in this video, apart from going through the SSN and mowing down trainers that remain on the SSN, I'm going to go after LT Surge, Lieutenant Surge. I'm going to call him LT. Sounds cool. LZ is hot. Landing zone. Nighthawk helicopter voiceover right there. Gotta love it. So, I was just careless. You're seasick too. You're gonna put it on that. My pa said there are 100 kinds of Pokemon. I think there are more. You're smarter than your pa. I'll tell you that much. Your pa is an idiot. Pa is dumb. Pa is wrong. There's 151 types. I caught the 151st. I hope you guys did too. So, if you remember, I took those steps, went down to these steps, and now you can go across here. If you go all the way across, you can keep going on these doors. There's a lot of doors, and then you can go up to red. But I got some more business to take care of on the first deck, which includes going down another flight of stairs. And I believe I talked to Frenchie over there. Not going to talk to you again. And I believe there's another set of flight of stairs down here. If I'm wrong, and it just screw me. No, actually, don't. That's not gonna happen. So we're gonna check out these rooms now. They look a little bit more nice. Look, we got an item in here, so might as well. My buddy Machoke is super strong. He has enough strength to move big rocks. Is this Machoke? Let me talk to him. Gwa gaga. Move us. All right. Okay. No more. All right. I'm sick of this item juggling. I thought I did a pretty good job of getting rid of items I'm not going to need. Apparently I didn't. So we're going to have... Oh, I found that Great Ball in the garbage can. So this is Bubble Beam. I'm just going to teach it to Blasto or War Turtle. Getting a little out of myself. I'm going to teach it in place of Bubble right now. I might get rid of it later on, but we'll see. We'll just see how things pan out. So might as well have a Bubble Beam in place of the Bubble. No reason. The beam is always sounding good, but it's not really a beam. It's more like a wall, a bubble wall. So we got a max potion. And that's pretty early on in the game for a max potion. So let me check that off the list. We got 6 more items to get. Probably the most. I think there's one more TM at least left to get. So we're gonna continue on in here. I'm not one of the face trainers. All right, so we run into this first sailor. My sailor's pride is at stake. I mean, I understand chilling in your cabin. That's kind of how I am. I'm on a cruise. I've been on a cruise once, a carnival cruise. But, I mean, these two sailors, like, what are they doing? Alright? What are they doing? They got all their buds outside, scrubbing decks. I don't know if they're affiliated to them. They're not doing work, though. So, another Horsey, a pretty unique Pokemon. Obviously, Kingdra in the 2nd generation and on is a very powerful Pokemon that, can be evolved using a dragon scale, but we don't have access to those, obviously. And Blackthorn City gym leader is going to exploit one. We'll face her later on. I cannot wait to do the second generation, but kind of looking at it in comparison to the first generation, it's going to take a lot longer to get through, obviously, but that's expected. It's including Kanto and Johto, which is no easy task. But you get to know your Pokemon pretty well. So if you're choosing your team in the second generation, make sure you know where you're going. You know what Pokemon you want. You want to be with those guys. You don't want a divorce. You don't want a divorce all the way in Critique City. You don't want that. Your spirit sank me. Well, let me throw a Life Preserver. You know what they say about sailors and fighting? No, I really don't know quite. I kind of want Quint to be a sailor. Just come upon Quint. You know, Jaws, Robert Shaw. Yeah. I kind of want that to be a sailor in this game. And unfortunately, there are no names to go along with the sailor. I remember second generation vividly. Sailor Huey was one of them. I believe that you had his phone number. I'm not sure, though. We got Wing Attack. About time. Getting a flying type move. So, that being said, Whirlwind, you suck. Roar 2.0. I'm going to get rid of you. And yeah, Mio, you're probably smarter than me with your moves, move usage. So, maybe you're a fan of Whirlwind and Roar, as you said to me, which is a pretty good idea. But I'm not that savvy. Right, good fight, mate. So, we got $630 from those guys. So, I'm going to keep going now. Trying to find the remaining items. Here's one. Let's see if we can pick this up. Got another ether. Very nice. So, this guy is in the way of my bed. I'm going to jump on the tables. I like feisty kids like you. I mean, these people aren't assuming things about me. Get to know me first, man. You slapping titles on me, putting pressure to act like a certain way. Be unassuming. Oh, microphone. We're going a little limp there. Okay. It's a $9 LabTech microphone I got from Office Max, so cut it some slack. So, Bubble once again. And we're going to end this Horsey's short life. Go back to being a sea monkey. Now, those things are weird and messed up. So, Horsey again. I want to see a Seadra. Anybody as adventurous as I am, go to the Whirl Islands. Obviously not in the first generation. Go to the Whirl Islands and catch yourself Seadra? Probably not. Probably not. You know why? Because we got people stay within a 8x8 box their whole entire life. And no, I'm not referring to feet, I'm referring to inches. And a trifecta of Horsies has come to meet me now. Sorry if the SSN gets a little laborious for you. I really don't know what else to say about the SSN. There's not much trivia I can throw out there. It's pretty self-explanatory. You curb stomp the trainers while you're at it. We'll get to LT Surge hopefully in this video, but you never know. Got $510 for that, and keep heading on in these rooms. And you don't really need to fight inside these rooms. These are not requisite, but they're chock full of items, so you might as well. Us sailors have Pokemon too. Theoretically or typically, when there's an item in one of these rooms, you're going to face a trainer. Trainers that you're going to face are typically ones that are not walking around either, but it's not much room to walk around. And like I said, Nidoran is floating out in the ocean right now. All the way at Tojo Falls. All the way there. And Big Bear, what you doing that for? You're Sesame Street. You know your alphabet like the back of your hand. How you getting confused? Well, you got me all Oscar the Grouch right now. And thankfully, we took down Tentacool. And the thing about Tentacool, it's a water poison type. So, I don't really like dual types, to be honest with you. Obviously, Big Bird is a dual type. Graveler is a dual type. But the thing about those dual types is, at least Graveler, Rock and Ground are weak to about the same type moves. Obviously, Rock is weak to fighting, but Ground isn't. Ice as well mixed in there. You're not bad, but because they're weak to the same type moves, it's not all a big deal. We call our Pokemon while at sea. Therefore, a water poison type Ground will be somewhat effective, or will be neutrally effective against a water poison type. So, no more room for items. Oh, this is getting a little cyclical. It's a revolving door of item. Got item. Mario Party. Seismic Toss. Should I teach Seismic Toss to a Pokemon? You know what? I will. I'm going to teach it to Boulder. Boulder is just going to be jacked with moves. Tackle, you're gone. He is just a diversified Pokemon right now. That's all I can say. Wartortle could be the same. I want to slap a few Water-type moves on that guy, though. So this is TM44, which is Rest. Rest sounds like a Pokemon for a Slaking, whatever you want to say. Slaking, I believe. Snorlax. Not for me, though. I'm not going to use it. There's no need to use it in a single-player mode. It's not like I've got a human opponent that's smarter than me. Trying to weaken my Pokemon, but I'll aggravate him. Hello, stranger. Stop and chat. All my Pokemon are from the sea. Well, let's hope so. So I don't do that for myself. I don't pull out the Rest. I don't pull out moves like that. Stat increasing, stat reducing moves. There's no need to do that unless you're highly underleveled in a single player game. Just stick with power moves. Straight physical type moves, straight special moves. So, wing attack on another Staryu. Staryu's little medallion thing in the center, I'm trying to associate it with something. I'm not sure if it's like the vampire medallion. That's kind of what it looks like, a little bit. I'm not sure about that. So here is another Shelter. Defense against defense. Seismic Toss. I'm going to use it just because I feel like it. And let's drop a bowling ball on Shelter. Or a big Oyster 2.0. I was more of a fan of the second generation. We got an Earth being dropped. I like when Earth is dropped on my enemy. It's usually giving me a lot of confidence that I'm going to defeat that enemy as well. So we got Big Chicken Nugget raising his arms there. Darn, I let that one get away. Like you were fishing for my Pokemon? Is that legal? I'll report you. Captain Brody. Alright, I'm going all jaws on you right now, I know that. Matey, you're walking the plank if you lose. Where's the plank? You usually don't have planks on cruise ships, and you're a sailor. You should know, shouldn't you? You should know. Of course you should know. So, Seismic Toss. I'm not sure what level Machop learned Seismic Toss. It don't matter. Mega Punch all up in the his owl. Boxing match. Mike Tyson. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Alright, so Og beaten by Kid. Jellyfish sometimes drift into the ship. Isn't there here's a Hyper Potion. It's a hidden item. Isn't there a Pokemon anime episode about like Tentacool taking down like a huge ship? And what's the difference? I got a freaking Max Potion, and I got a Hyper Potion now, which is really pissing me off. And an Elixir. Oh, okay. Let's see what I can get rid of. That I don't want to sell. You know what? I'm gonna toss this S special. It's not that huge of a payoff. Anyways, at the mart, it's like $250 or something like that. So I'm just gonna get this Hyper Potion for myself, and it looks like we got 2 more items other than HM1 to get. So we're gonna head out of this room in a second. There we go. And just making a checklist right here. I don't want to skip any items for you guys. And that is a wall, apparently. What kind of design is this? A dead end ship? Isn't there trying to be their doors on both sides? Is that a hazard? What's the bureau that protects things like this? Let me call them up. Someone call them up. Someone watching this, call them up right now. Notify them of this. I don't like this. Alright, so I don't want to go back into Frenchie, his owl. So I'm going to head down here again. And I believe we went in these rooms. Did we? Can't remember. In all my travels, I've never seen any Pokemon sleep by this one. It was something like this. So there's a Snorlax, huge feet, size 40 feet, Shack Daddy. In all my travels, okay, don't show me again. Alright, I know what a Snorlax is. Shack Daddy. Okay, that's what it is. So head into this. Oh, so we did not come into these rooms quite yet. So we got some more trainers to face. Goody. Hey, chub. Check out what I fished up. What you barfed up. Make some room in there. Jeez, man. And this is just getting redundant. I mean, between the Horsies, the Goldines, the Tentacools. What else do I throw in there? I want to see some Squirtles. I like turtles. That first time I saw that video, I was just like, zombie alert? Maybe. No, I think he's a kid. He's just a kid. Strange Kid. Wait, no. Double take. I'm not sure. Nah, this is weird, though. I like turtles. Really? How does that even cross your mind that you need to say that to a reporter nonetheless? Like, usually kids that age are shy. He's saying what's on his mind. I kind of like that. Get him in the studio with me. I need that. I need more of that. So, I'm all out. Of course you are. 3 Pokeballs crossed out. Party? The cruise ship's party should be over by now. Let's party. I never knew about a party. Competing against the young keeps me youthful. I guess that makes sense. I mean, if you want to lie to yourself like that. Pikachu, that's a good type match for you. What are you going to do? I am not even going to use a ground type move. Doesn't affect me. Know your personnel. KYP. Failure, Pikachu. That's why I didn't choose you. Ha. Alright. Good fight. Ah, I feel young again. I wish I could be like that, you know. 15 years ago, I would have won. Likely. Very likely. Alright, so let's play Revolving Door of Item Disposal. And let's see what we can get rid of now. A Hyper Potion, a Max Potion, an Awakening, a Bike Voucher, a Full Restore, an Elixir. Freaking, alright, I'm using this Elixir on somebody. You know what? I'm using an Ether. 2 Ethers on these. I don't even know. Alright, whatever. I'm just getting rid of these Ethers. I can't really sell them either, so it won't have any effect. Well, that's great. Some bite. Alright, so good. I can get this item, which I believe is a max ether. That's hilarious. Okay, isn't that ironic? I get rid of 2 ethers to get 1 to get. That's like the must be the equivalent of like 2 ethers, I believe. So that's freaking weird. Alright, so what's this guy have to say? Pokemon can cut down small bushes. Ah, yes, I've seen some Pokemon ferry people across the water. Those are interesting fellas. Within like 2 feet of each other. Just chilling in one cabin. Alright, so I believe this is the last room of trainers. Apart from facing Red and whoever. Which do you like? A stronger rare Pokemon, or at least a room with an item? Because this is the one last item that we can get that's not including the Cut Maneuver, the HM. And S.S. has taken longer than I expected, which I apologize for. And I kind of didn't want to use Dig. Unaffected. Boulder. You really can't scare a boulder away if you haven't realized. Lacks emotion, I've heard. So we're up to 31 now. Although we are not a Geodude. If we were a Geodude, we'd be able to learn Earthquake right now. Magnitude. I love Magnitude, but not going to learn that either. But Earthquake will be a nice move to get. Rock Slide as well. Definitely want to get a Rock Slide. So Ponyta is a great Fire-type Pokemon, but you cannot get it until the Pokemon Mansion on Cinnabar Island very late on, so I don't recommend getting it for your team. I'm going to salute you. We salute you. For those about to... Alright. No singing for me. No more room for items. Well, that's ironic. And I wonder what that is. It's a rare candy, isn't it? Okay, I never saw you at the party. What party is this? You don't invite me to the party. Well, you're missing out, lass. Lass. Alright? I went there. It's about as far as I'll go, okay, but I went there. So the Rattata is gone now. It's a long way up to level 32 now. And here goes a Pikachu. I mean, just look at that Graveler sprite. It looks like a meatball. Enraged meatball. Is that what it... I mean, seriously, it really does. The texture, the bumps in it, it looks like an enraged meatball with its hands in the air. Take it easy. Take it easy. Alright, I forget what movie that's from. Okay, so item. Got item again. Whatever I don't need. This Great Ball, this TM44. Rest. Not feeling rest. You know what? I'm going to just drop the Great Ball because I can buy 1,000,000. You know what? Too bad we cannot give it to anybody either because I would just plop it on a Pokemon. Yes, toss in Great Ball. Find it in the garbage can some other time. So this is a rare candy, and I dearly want a rare candy, and I'm not using a rare candy glitch, so don't ask me to use a rare candy glitch. So we got a couple more cabins to face, and I don't believe this is a trainer. Me and my daddy think the Safari Zone is awesome. Yeah, it's not a trainer. Have you gone to the Safari Zone in Fuchsia City? it had many rare kinds of Pokemon. It had. So it doesn't anymore. What happened to fire? See you later, guys. Thanks for watching part 12. Finishing up this boat.